Hari, Datu, Lakan. How did the great lords of Mindanao measure the wealth of their domain? Perhaps it was by the richness of the soil, or the sweetness of each blessed harvest, or by the promise of its abundant seas. Certainly not simply by gold or silver, but perhaps by the value of a single seed. One which has grown and flourished in Davao del Norte. Davao del Norte lies more than 900 kilometers south of Manila. It is a province of a greater Davao region in southeast Mindanao Island. To its north are the waters of the Caraga region. To its south, the wealth of the Davao Gulf. It is a length of flatland along the Central Territory that gradually rises to the west of it. Set outside the typhoon belt, its geography allows for it to maintain a cool but tropical climate with no pronounced wet or dry season. From Davao, believed to have been derived from the word daba-daba or fire, Davao del Norte is in itself a province of huge potential, where its history is soldered to its promising future. The history of Davao del Norte is an intricate tapestry woven by the movement of the indigenous people of Mindanao and many migrants of the Visayas. In Davao del Norte alone, there are several, among them the Atamanobo. For centuries, they called Davao del Norte home and continued to enrich its soil through songs and dances of thanksgiving like the Bangkakao. Their weaving arts in itself is remarkable. The Atamanobo from the highlands of Talaingod to this day remember as if instinctively the motions to make the elaborate beading and their liag badto or bamboo baskets. In the Talos tribal community in the municipality of Santo Tomas, the Lumad, a general term for indigenous people, still dance to the beats of drums and sing songs in reverence to their animist gods, but do so with a greater understanding that their existence ties in part with educating those who come to visit them. Centuries later, true tests of spirit and valor would call upon the people of Davao del Norte to raise arms in defense of their nation. In the municipality of Carmen, the Kris of Battle stands testament to the bravery of the Dabaonon during the Second World War. Through the Karimudan, an effort by the region to bring together their indigenous people, Davao del Norte offers several focused areas allowing them to thrive while improving their quality of life, a means to give back to the people that began it. After all, the wealth they enjoy today exists by the sweat of their ancestors and the fervor of their thanksgiving. Generations hence, the people of the province continue to prosper. Cities and townships granted to territories that are rapidly developing. Today, there are 3 cities and 8 municipalities, spanning from the island of Samar to the highlands of Talaingod. Cutting through the province is the Maharlika Highway, the Speedway to development. Being part of the Pan-Philippine Highway that hugs the eastern flank of the country, it has made it easier to access Davao del Norte. Still, new roads are giving way to new places. The Davao-Bukidnon Road that passes west through the province's scenic route brings other localities even closer to one another. Davao del Norte is experiencing a time of peace and wealth, thanks to its rich resources. Throw a seed anywhere in Davao del Norte and it will flourish. From the syrupy mangoes of Samar to the buttery intoxication of its durian, the province's penchant for cultivating fruit has earned it the title of the country's fruit bowl. But among them, one fruit remains king, the Cavendish Banana. Look left, right, and all around from Panabo and Carmen to Santo Tomas, Capalong, Asuncion, and Taguig. Banana plantations abound as far as the eye can see. The primary export of the province, it is to them a source of local pride. Shipped to places as far as Japan and Korea, production by the province contributes to keeping the Philippines the unrivaled supplier of bananas to the east, and ranks the country as one of the top producers in the world. Each banana is tended with care and fastidiousness, continuing the quality of Cavendish production in Davao Del Norte. Far from wasteful, all those that fail to meet standards are used for a wide array of other products. From delicacies like fried banana chips to flour and candies to banana fiber, down to the fertilizers that replenish their plantations, the Davao never ceases to innovate. And many more are taking part in further developing the industry. From the fruits of their labor, new opportunities in agriculture and aquaculture are coming to fruition as Davao Del Norte ups the ante. Coming up, Davao at its freshest. Agricultural industries make up 36% of the total land use in the province, making farming their primary investment area. Coconut and rice that are found throughout the country make a fraction of their industry. But given this, a young town is making headway with something new. San Isidro Labrador is one of the country's most popular saints. The patron of farmers, his name rests above the many municipalities across the country. The San Isidro in Davao del Norte is no different. A farming town, its main industry is cocoa. Cocoa beans are meticulously selected by hand. Unlike bananas, whose ripeness is based on color, cocoa is in fact harvested by its sound. A crisp, hollow thump, recognized only by an experienced ear. Although the fruit has always grown here, it is only in the past few decades that it has been considered a viable commercial enterprise. With the help of foreign agencies and local cooperatives, 3,000 hectares of San Isidro is now used for cocoa production, with 30 newly planted hectares on the way. If the beans are for export, the fruit is certainly enjoyed here as well. The cocoa fruit resembles a mangosteen and tastes similar to it. But what would a chocolate town be without a chocolate delicacy? Drink up the silken sikwate. The Chocolate San Isidro Sikwate is pure 100% chocolate tablea. No sugar, no additives, just pure ground chocolate. Found in hearty breakfasts paired with a heavy helping of puto maya, a gingery, sweet, sticky rice cake. For its recent success and its distinction from other towns in Davao del Norte, many attribute San Isidro's township to this very bean. From land to sea, mariculture, short for marine culture, in the province is a small but growing enterprise. The Mariculture Park in Panabo City has an area of about 1,075 hectares, with 60 hectares of it dedicated to caged fish cultivation and another 20 hectares for seaweed production, among others. The fish port is busy throughout the year, producing about 103 megatons of fish, a multi-million industry that's only been formally around since 2007. But long before that, fish cultivation in the lower-lying areas of the province had made their mark on the industry. Although less than 1% of its land is dedicated to fish ponds, the tilapia and catfish farms in the municipality of Carmen and Braulio y Duali feature one of the more innovative fish nurseries in the region. Though cultivated in small scale, the methods learned from here are creating ripples across its industry on how to better advance the technology. The Davao Gulf is the vital lifeline of the province, where countless products pass to and from the rest of the world. There are several international and private ports throughout the Gulf, used primarily for cargo. also known as the Silicon Gulf, where information technology industries are sprouting roots. It is here where Davao Del Norte has great plans in motion to bump up their investment portfolio. Future economic zones and agri-industry centers are setting up along the coast. Here, Panabo City and Tagum City are taking the lead, with modern facilities attracting bigger investment. With development in and around the province, this shared prosperity is furthering avenues in other sectors, particularly in tourism. A destination by choice, many who visit find that the choice is well worth it. Accessible by plane through Davao International Airport, the travel from Manila to Davao takes no more than 2 hours. From Davao City, head north, passing through the clean streets and take in the tropical atmosphere. First, head to the capital, Tagum City, a 30-minute drive along the highway. Choose from a string of hotels and resorts found in the city, like the New Lacan's Place and the Golden Palace Hotel, where they provide a respectable amount of comfort at a relatively reasonable price. The Lacan's Place, or Home of the King, offers several rooms, all air-conditioned with heated showers and satellite television in each room. The breakfast buffet is served at 7, and to keep you in touch, there is also Wi-Fi access at the lobby. It's the place that both businessmen and families can enjoy. But if you want to be near it all and still escape from it all, the Banana Beach Resort at the coast of Tagum will hit the spot. Found on the 350-hectare estate of the Iho Resource Corporation, the resort allows for a relaxing stay along the 1.5-kilometer coast of the Davao Gulf. Stay in their native-inspired casitas, or for larger groups, there are the cottages, a place for families where children and the children at heart can play at the park and explore the vastness of the plantation. For a more private stay, where one can live like a wealthy haciendero, try the Lanicay Heritage Home. A short distance from the Banana Beach, it is heaven by the sea. Initially owned by an American who did business in Davao decades ago, it was bought by the Tuazon family estate and today is open to the public. Enjoy the 4.5-kilometer beachfront or reacquaint with nature in the 60-hectare second-growth natural forest, still inhabited by wild boars and monkeys. The mangrove forest along the brackish water of the Madaum River is also a sight to see. At the spot fishing pond, it's a sure catch as you cast your line. But what would a tour of a banana plantation be without a banana tour? Learn about the history of the banana industry in Davao del Norte and the contribution of the Iho Corporation in its foundation. Mostly, Davao del Norte is an eco-adventurer's delight. From Iho, head north to Kapalong, where a distance from the town are several caves. The Okbod Cave is considered by some to be the easiest. Inside, bask in the shimmer of the crystal formations as water rushes past this wet cave. The trail is about 400 meters long and opens to huge caverns and shallow drops. But if cave creatures are what you're looking for, head to the island garden of Samal. Found at the heart of the Gulf, Samal sits across Davao City. It has 116 kilometers of beachfront accessible via ferry from major ports around the Gulf. In a province known for its fruits, it's no surprise that a certain winged colony have also called it home. The fruit bats in Montfort bat caves are a sight to see. Close to 2 million bats huddled in a kilometer-long open cave are acknowledged by the Guinness Book of Records for the most number of bats of its kind in a single colony. But there is nothing to fear, as these are not harmful to humans and are even kind of cute. From several meters away, a whiff of their guano cannot be ignored. Once it was collected and used as fertilizers, but this has stopped for some time now, as collection and general human interaction disrupts their peaceful coexistence. Several viewing areas are now placed around open caverns to allow people to see them but limit their interaction. At nightfall, the bats begin to fly out. Once they were considered pests and had greatly declined in population, but given new understanding of their value to the ecosystem, the bats are here to stay. Coming up, whet your palate for excitement as Davao Del Norte braces forward. The Samal Island is undoubtedly being primed up as the face of tourism in Davao del Norte. It's already known locally as the island garden destination where the Davao non can grab a quick summer escape. But more and more people from beyond are discovering it. At the Blue Jazz Beach Resort and Water Park on Samal Island, enjoy a day of family recreation and choose from its 3 pools or lounge at its beach. While here, enjoy a much-deserved afternoon cocktail at the Blue Bling Bar and Restaurant, or dine at the native-inspired huts. For a longer stay, choose from its jasmine rooms to its Fiji cottages, to your very own White House that can house 8 to 20 people. For a day trip, the Maxima Aqua Fun and Adventure is a new way to spend a Jew vacation. Strap on some courage and your life vest as you take on the tarpaulin slide that launches you at full speed into the Davao Gulf. After all that, slow down the beat and head to the Precious Garden Resort. A German-owned resort and restaurant, its mango pizza is superb. The area is a comfort and a delight amid the tropical heat, with topiaries that blend into the mood of the island garden. Without a doubt, the place that's relaxing to the eyes. From Samal's beachfront, head inward to the Hagimit Falls. Down the steps to the multi-tiered falls, the cool, refreshing water attracts families and friends. Pay a small toll to enter and find a nook you can enjoy. If waterfalls are what you're looking for, the Panas Waterfall in New Corella is another favorite. A gradually descending multi-tiered waterfall that also provides an adventure for visitors. Allow guides to grant you access to the spring at the top of the falls and take the hour-and-a-half trek through the waterways for a sip from its crystalline stream. Find a spot that's right for you and create for yourself a private pool of cool, refreshing spring water. While at the New Corella, visit Matinao Inland Resort. Families arrive in droves, taking comfort from the tropical heat in its 2-type pool, one for children and another for more experienced swimmers. The food served in Matinao Resort is a special but healthy treat. With its abundance of freshwater fish, sample its stuffed grilled catfish and milkfish served to perfection. The municipality of New Corella prides itself as the water basin of Davao del Norte, where its waters call all to come. It's not only in aquaculture where Davao del Norte is gaining headway. The waste management facility in the municipality of Santo Tomas is, in part, helping do their share for the environment. Nearby is the Aloha Inland Resort. Come back to the water and enjoy the poolside waterfalls making waves across Santo Tomas. The waterways throughout the province are the lifeblood of its people. The Madgao River in Asuncion is serene and life along its banks is simple. Kayak races are held along the 3-kilometer river. Kayaking can start at the Saug Dam, the first dam ever built in Davao del Norte. As you paddle through, allow Madgal to soak you in its reverence. Before you leave Davao del Norte, take home with you its local craftsmanship. The Silagan handicraft in Limbaan, New Corella, is the pride of the municipality. The tikog, a local grass that grows on rice fields and swamplands, is woven by hand to form wonderful rolls of banig, or the local woven sleeping mat. For a true piece of Davao del Norte's artistry, look no further and head to the wood carvings in Braulio y Duali. Each piece can take days to months to make. Often the piece resembles mythical dragons, birds of prey, and images of daily life. Made in the Dapicol, one of the provincial prisons, it allows for those serving time to remain relevant to society. Found in trade fairs throughout the province, it is the main industry unique to this municipality. Ever heard of durian paper? 40% of a single durian is husked and is chucked right into the bin. Keeping true to its prudence, the Catacus handmade paper in Panabo City uses this leftover durian fiber taken from its husks to make this distinctive paper. Managed by a cooperative of women, they thought this up as a creative source of income. But not to worry, it's not the smell that will leave you in awe, but the color and the craftsmanship behind it. Davao del Norte is not all work and play. Residents take time to enjoy each other's company as well. A mix of Thanksgiving and local pride fill their streets in every festival and parade. A rumble made by dancing feet and a choir of song fill the air. There are usually tests of strength and endurance, similar to the tribal celebrations from long ago. In the spirit of local festivity, we are able to see how the Dabaonon pay tribute to their ancestors, the very people who first planted the seed that today makes up Davao del Norte.